Good morning, everyone. Sherwood Small Pets here. So I'm here with the boys. As you can see, they are alive and very well, as opposed to how some of you, I think, are imagining them. They have been off camera since just before Christmas for a number of reasons. One, the boys and the girls live in two different households because the process of moving has been really slow. And so the boys, it's just easier to have them here where they have been all summer. Much less stressful. However, in the next, I imagine, month, you're going to see some huge changes. This is the last time you're ever going to see this cage. In a cage tour, I don't know about short videos, whatnot, but this is the last cage tour for this cage. Some really exciting stuff's happening. But yes, they are fine, as you can see. Little John has officially gone past 3 pounds, so he's a giant potato. Robin Hood is Robin Hood. Wonderful, affectionate, and perfect in every way. They're both just kind of keep on keeping on. And so I thought I'd do this cage tour because I'm really excited about some of the items that I have in here. A lot of it you've seen before, a lot of it you haven't, so we're going to kind of... And some of it will only be recognized, and like there's parts that will only be recognized by folks who have been here for the very long haul. This is in lieu of doing a Valentine's cage tour for the boys. I did that last year and I really just don't want to. Valentine's Day is not really my... I love Valentine's Day, but for me I don't like buying a whole bunch of stuff for Valentine's Day. That's a day that I spend with loved ones rather than, you know, I don't really buy like stuff. So anyways, let's get started on the tour. So we'll start at the boring end. Oh dear, I forgot to fill up the water before. Not that Robin Hood will let me forget. But over here is their water bottle. It's a Super Pet, needs to be filled. The nozzles on these are great. They really prevent a lot of leaks. However, they don't stop guinea pigs from dripping. That's something. My girl, Gwen, holds the thing down and lets the water drip down her chin, because I don't know why. So if it looks like it's leaking, it might not be. I thought it was, and I panicked, and I was like, oh dear, I have to go buy another water bottle. It was just Gwen. So I don't know. Here we just have a dollar store litter box that I cut a hole out of and then put yesterday's news in. I love this stuff. Every time I clean the boys' cage, I forget that they are not litter trained like the girls. So the pee is everywhere in the cage rather than just in here. But I don't have to change their litter box contents nearly as often for the same reason. So there's good and bad in each. Here we just have a blue Piggy Pop Shop hay bag. It's funny, I have two. I prefer Piggy Pop Shop hay bags for the boys, and I prefer Pee-wee's pig out sacks, pig out pouches, there we go, for the girls. I prefer these for the boys because it's shorter and wider, and it doesn't, because they seem to like to pee on the bottom corners of the pig out pouches, whereas they can't on this. That being said, I prefer the smaller holes and the bigger and the longer bag for the girls, because my girls have this weird tendency to stick their entire face in the bag, and I worry that they're gonna cut their eyes. That being said, what else was I going to say about pig out pouches? Oh, I'm also using 2 different types of hay. So the boys and Merlin get orchard grass because they both seem to prefer that. And yet the girls won't eat this. They just won't touch it. For like 2 months we had the girls and they would eat like hay in just like little amounts. And I was like getting really worried. And then I just decided, I was like, you know what? Let's just try Timothy. And they ate it like there was no tomorrow. So just a word on hay. Sometime, like every animal's different. As long as it's one of the types that they can have all the time, you just gotta kind of experiment. Anywho, down here we have a Piggy Pop Shop little pad. These fit in the bungalow, but they also fit right here, the water bottle area, just perfectly. Every single time I order from Piggy Pop Shop, I get at least 2 or 3 of these. They're fantastic. They are my favorite things ever. Here we just have a pad that I made. It's really nothing fancy. It's kind of just meh, but I really like the pattern. It's just these little woodland creatures, and I thought it was perfect. Woodland stuff for my boys is my favorite. So if any of you guys ever see any good woodland prints, just send them to me on my Facebook page. I will, you know, be very, very grateful and, you know, say thanks. Right here we just have a grape and gnaw from the Rosewood brand, and it's from Bobby's Bunny Boutique. This is a giant Toys from Trees watermelon. I love these. Over here we have a Hop Nibble Squeak play garden. I need to get one of these for my girls. I love it. So cute and wonderful. Right along here is just their jingly ball things. Their radishes or tomatoes or holly, depending on the season. Their dream catcher, which I always think is great for their woodland stuff. A little mirror because they're vain little buggers. Their jingle garland that I made them. We have Corny the owl, of course. However, he's wasted in the boys' cage. My girls rip him to shreds in like minutes. The boys, I don't know why, they don't care for the corn husk, whereas for them it's willow. I don't know. Pigs are weird. And then we have a little, the Woody's caterpillar. I have these in every cage, and I just thought this was perfect for the like woodland theme because, you know, caterpillars, woods, all that fun stuff. I have Little John being destructive. Right here we have the Petco, two of my Petco chews. These are my like two original chews that you would have seen back in the very first cage tour of the boys. I love them. They're really cute. And oh, right here in the way is of course my IKEA Bug Mobile. I got this back in the spring. I absolutely love it. That was an odd noise. Anyways. And then, let's go over here. We have their Rainbow Mobile from Rosewood, also from Bobby's Bunny Boutique. And because we're in the woods, or we're pretending we're in the woods, we have a pine cone hanger thing from Petco. Oh, thanks, Little John, for pointing that out. We also have this barrel roller from the Busy Bunny, which I got from Zoe and Lilo's Toy Box. I'm not sure if she still has them, then you can check them out on her. And I also think the Budget Bunny shop carries them as well, which is so awesome. Getting Busy Bunny stuff in shops in Canada is like the best thing ever. And then this is like my newest thing for the boys. It's a piggy. It's one of the cavi shoots from Pee-wee's Piggy Palace. This is probably one of my favorite items of all time. It was the first item, first Pee-wee's item that I ever got from Carrie. She sent me the pink butterflies one for before Gwen even came home. And ever since I've been obsessed. My girls now have two, so that I had to get one for the boys, especially when it came in the same print that I got my stuff for back at Christmas time. And nobody has that print anymore except for Pee-wee's. So very, very grateful that she had it. And it goes with the theme perfectly. And look at that, my boys like it. I also really like tunnels because I think they're fantastic for boys or territorial pigs because there's 2 exits. So that I talked about in one of my last videos there. Moving right along, this is my adjusted hoodie hut from Piggy Pop Shop. She made these 2 of these different ones for me for Christmas. They are bigger. They're wider so that way 2 can go in, or there's just more space for my bigger pigs to like hang out in. This print I looked like I found a long time, like ages ago, and I was like, please make me things because it's just flawless. And she did an amazing job as always. Right over here we have Mr. Skunk, who has not been featured since last year's Valentine's video, I believe. I've lost him. And then I was doing laundry and I was like, oh look, it's Mr. Skunk. So, he's back and just in perfect timing for the Woodland Creatures theme. Over here we have a 2x1 pad made by Piggy Pop Shop as well. I got this for them for Christmas. It's, like I said, everything I love in a print. Woodland, foxes, ooh, yay. And then, of course, to match, we have a Piggy Pop Shop corner curtain. It's funny because I thought about clipping these because she makes them longer for, or higher for the CNC grids, but my boys actually like to cuddle up in them, so I left them. So yeah. And then behind here we just have a typical, whatchamacallit, pad that fits the tent. This is the spare. I learned from Jessica to always order double pads. And so I use them in places like this sometimes, just because they're high traffic areas. And, you know, yeah. Over here we also have a Piggy Pop Shop tent. Absolutely love this. This was our first tent that we ever ordered, and now we have two. We'll be ordering another one this month, and but for the girls this time. Love, love, love these tents. They're so awesome. And then, of course, we have this seagrass mat that I decked out with some different stuff. I just think it looks nice and woodsy, and I like it with like the hanging lanterns and whatnot. It's campy-ish, and I really like it. And then, of course, the liners are this Woodland Critters one that I've had. I got this one from Natasha, our friend, and this one I got ordered when I got my whale theme. I needed this one on the other side. And it's like this is one of my favorite liner sets ever. I really like this cage. I'm not too proud to admit that. But so that's an overview of what the cage looks like. And yeah, so this has been Sherwood and my boys, just checking in to say hello. And yeah, we'll be seeing you real soon with some really exciting updates. February and March are going to be amazing. I'm really excited. Anyways, you guys all take care. We'll see you real soon. Bye!